Este programa tem o patrocínio North Avenue Bakery, Hotel Praia Sol, Luís Firmino Insurance, MCM Clinic, Top Burger, Go Car Service, Coimbra Restaurant. Bem-vindos a mais um Meet the Leaders. É com grato prazer que damos as boas-vindas na nossa casa a Josephine Garcia, uma pessoa que não é desconhecida no nosso bairro e na nossa cidade. Membro do Conselho Escolar de Newark desde 2017, é uma figura também bastante conhecida, já que foi ou liderou o grupo de trabalho do vereador at large Carlos Gonzalez. Apresenta-se agora ao eleitorado nas eleições de 12 de maio para ocupar essa mesma posição. Josephine, thank you for this great opportunity. Welcome to WNN. And I'd like to start asking you to tell us, who are you? Who is Josephine Garcia?
All right. Well, first, thank you, Ricardo, and thank you to WNN Newark and to your listeners for affording me this opportunity to speak about myself and, of course, the next embarkment on this journey to run for public office. So I am Josephine Garcia. I've been with the city of Newark now 28 years during different administration, community leaders, and of course working for Councilman at Carlos Gonzalez. I've been with the Board of Education since 2017. I was the school board president for some time, still serving on the school board till the current election now. I am a mother of 3 amazing young men. I not only work here in the city of Newark, but I love my community that I have been serving for 28 years.
That's great. Josephine, working with kids is a remarkable experience. For sure, I understand that your experience is being, extremely grateful, and we do appreciate everything that you have done. Can you tell us a little bit what are the education in Newark, since you've been in that journey for several years, and I know that you've been working harder with other members to making sure that our kids are in a better position tomorrow than today. Tell us a little bit, what you were able to accomplish throughout the past 9 years.
So when I started my journey at Newark Public Schools as an elected school board member, we were under local control, which means the state was operating our schools. We did not operate our schools. In 2017, the state gave us a transition to local control. So now we were able to select our own superintendent and operate our schools, meaning fiscal management, governance, facilities, our academics, our program and instruction now in our schools. So we currently have 68 schools, 38,000 students, with the population still growing. We were also able to just reconstruct our bilingual services programs here for our students and make sure that the growing number of our English language learners here in the city of Newark and the immigration population, as we all know, is growing, that they felt secure and have a safe haven, meaning a school to go to attend every day here in the city of Newark. I've also sat on every committee at the Board of Education, whether it's at the Operations Committee, the Governance Committee, the Legal Committee, our Program and Instruction Committee. I have truly enjoyed that thankless position, serving our parents, being an advocate for our students and our parents. As we know, it's really tough navigating those fields if you don't know who's going to provide that service and make sure that our kids are academically inclined every day.
Transitioning to a different position, but with the experience that you accumulated as the chief of staff for Councilman Carlos Gonzalez, what do you think that are the most important aspects that you need to take in consideration if you become, as you expected, elected Councilwoman at large on May 12? What do you think that are the most important areas in the city of Newark
So the most important areas to me, of course, are our affordability. We know that's something that we're all facing now, public safety, and our housing here in the city of Newark, and lastly, immigration. So we want to make sure that Newark is still a place where we can still call home and be able to afford to live in here in the city of Newark. Public safety, meaning, we continue to work alongside our public safety officers, our crime prevention programs, and make sure that whether you're visiting a city park, whether you're visiting a county park, whether you're coming to City Hall, visiting a library or museum, you feel safe here, right? Our housing, we know that's a big crisis that we face every day. Serving as the Chief of Staff to Councilman Gonzalez, it is something that I think we have to have an honest conversation about with the Newark Housing Authority on what are we going to do with better living conditions as the city is changing and the population, and just make sure that it's affordable where our residents can still reside.
You mentioned you've been working for the city for 28 years, leading Councilman Gonzalez's team as a Chief of Staff. For sure you are familiar with those issues. How important is for you the work relation with the administration? You've been a city employee for 28 years, so you know the leading movement. It is important to connect and be able to work as a team to move forward in those issues that you just mentioned.
Absolutely. I think Councilman Gonzalez, serving as his Chief of Staff, has a great relationship with the current administration, whether it's Mayor Baraka, his business administrator, his directors and managers. He has a phenomenal team there spearheading these departments, and just being able to serve alongside Councilman Gonzalez and seeing how he can work with the Property Development Office. The councilman served as the chair of the Tax Abatement Committee for quite some time, and was able to resolve a lot of those issues and hold these big building managers when they come before the committee to ensure that they get a 25 or a 30-year tax abatement, to make sure those residents that are living in those buildings have affordable and healthy living conditions.
That is amazing. Also, Councilman Gonzalez was always close to Councilman Silva. Are you expecting to keep that relationship? It is the eastward important for you?
Absolutely. So, Councilman Silva, when he ran 3 years ago, it was definitely an honor to work by his side and secure and ensure that we had Councilman Silva as our next eastward councilman. I'm very familiar with the eastward. Newark is a melting pot. I think the eastward is one of our vibrant cities, right? To just know you come down here and you can have, right, Portuguese food, Brazilian food, whether it's watching a football game, whether you're coming to the arena for a hockey game. Like, the Eastward is a great example of what all our wards can look like here in the city of Newark. It's just, you guys have a little more advantage being next to the transportation hub, the airport, and all the other venues at downtown area has to offer. And Councilman Silva has been an amazing voice for the East Ward these last 3 years, and I am looking forward to working alongside Councilman Silva and being a great ally with him as well.
Newark is well known for diversity. As you mentioned, we are a melting pot. That melting pot, and as we changing demographics in the city, how important is to have someone that is able to not only speak a different language, but understanding the dynamics, the cultural dynamics of people from so many backgrounds. Why you believe that you are the best fit for that position, not only because of that, but also for your experience?
Well, being a Latina, first of all, I know when I went to school, when my mother sent me to school as a young girl, I was that student. I was that English language learner. I didn't go to school knowing English, right? So I had those great educators that taught me English as I went in there just speaking Spanish. So to me, having that diversity and being raised in this city and facing not in inequities, but being able to surround myself, raising my children here, buying a home here, and having those opportunities afforded to me is who I am today, right? Like, Newark made me. being able to travel the city, whether it was working for my city, traveling in sports for my kids, or just attending community events, show you how Newark is a melting pot. You know, the West Ward, we have the Ivy Hill section. The North Ward, we have predominantly, when I was growing up, it was Italian, now it's more Latino. You know, you have the East Ward, which I call our melting pot because it's just everyone in one hub, right? We also have the South Ward, which they call the Mighty South Ward, which is also borders other towns, and it's just our city. We're one of the largest cities in the state of New Jersey, so I think just having that and knowing that you're able to reach and to tap into all those communities and service. I have been able to service my constituents along with our councilmen, has been a tremendous, I want to say, rewarding job, because to me it doesn't feel like 28 years. It's just been very rewarding to serve the community where I grew up at and where I live.
One of the areas that worries residents all the time, and I'm glad that you mentioned that, is public safety.
Yes.
For sure, I understand that you are a big advocate. We see great results on the past years, where we see a huge decrease in crime and everything. It is important that council members support the ideas for a safer Newark, if you want to use that expression.
Right. I think we have a phenomenal Police Director Miranda, and our chief. I just feel that we have to ensure that we secure funding for our police department. We secure funding for our violence prevention programs that we currently have here. And I think it all goes back to home, right? I think it's just having programs for the youth, whether it's after school, in school, out of school. It takes a village to raise a child. And I think right now the city's focusing on community affair programs, which is what we need here in the city. As our kids go to school, they need safe havens to and from school so they can all make sure that they feel safe, right? Because if we don't feel safe, what happens? We feel sheltered. We don't want to come out. We don't really enjoy our city. But definitely, I feel the city just we have to do a better job at ensuring funds and resources for our police department and the prevention programs that we currently have in place here.
What the residents can expect it from you from today up till the election day? You know, I understand there is an agenda. I understand there is a big campaign platform. We're going to see you on the streets. We're going to see what is the message that you're going to bring to the residents, to the voters.
So I am going to continue to do what I currently do now, which is work, public service, schools, stability. I am going to continue to work hard. It's just in a different avenue now, right? Because I'm the front runner, as we have read in articles, and it's running an exciting race. It has been nonstop, right? I'm running for Councilwoman at large. So you're making sure you tap into all your communities, which is 5 wards in the city of Newark. What I would love to share, now that we have this opportunity, and it's a perfect segue, is to make sure that our registered voters are registered, right? You have 21 days prior to the election, which is May 12th. Our polls open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Let's just ensure that we remind residents to come out and vote that day. You get 4 candidates at large, 1 for each ward. Please make sure you vote for Josephine Garcia that day, as if you know me, you know that I'm a dedicated worker. If you know me, you know you come to our office for results, and we're going to continue to service our community at large.
Josephine, thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Ricardo, as well.
E é assim, temos o grato prazer de conhecer um pouco melhor Josephine Garcia, uma cara que não é desconhecida da nossa comunidade, uma pessoa que tem feito um trabalho exemplar no Conselho Escolar de Newark e que agora concorre a uma posição que não é de todo estranha, já que foi Chief of Staff, é correntemente Chief of Staff para o vereador Carlos Gonzalez, mas que quer, acima de tudo, ser uma voz ativa na defesa dos residentes e de todos aqueles assuntos que, afinal, fazem parte das nossas preocupações no dia a dia. por aqui Durães, Meet the Leaders. Tenham um ótimo dia.